I'm going to tell you my secret to building a winning fantasy football bench. Yes, that's right. Early in the season especially, it's not just about which starters you have on your roster, but also the bench guys that you choose to stash or cut. Too often I see inexperienced fantasy football players just wasting valuable roster spots in their bench with guys who have no business being on their team. I've got 3 key rules to follow to make sure you maximize those bench spots. I'm a guy who's won exactly 36% of all the fantasy football leagues I've been in over the last 20 plus years. I placed top 3 in the majority of them, and managing benches is a very underrated aspect of all this. First, and maybe the most important of these rules, is to stash high upside players. How do you identify a high upside player? Well, this is a player with a high degree of variability who is only one injury or one key performance-based promotion from being an elite starter in your league. Especially in deeper leagues, it's maybe okay to have one backup at each position who's sort of a solid, dependable guy, but generally you want guys who are not getting the opportunity yet, but could, given some change of events. This is why I always value rookies higher than the consensus, because there's a high degree of uncertainty there, and often these are the guys who emerge by the time fantasy playoffs run around that could win you your league. I will tell you though, you need balls of steel to hold on to a lot of these guys. I remember well holding tight the first 2 weeks of Justin Jefferson's rookie year when he wasn't getting many opportunities before he finally broke out and became a star by week 3. Rule number 2 is to make lineup decisions easy for yourself. Let me explain. By stashing high upside guys who aren't quite ready yet to emerge, it makes it a lot easier not to mess up who you decide to play each given week. This also means you want a healthy mix of guys who are going to have really good weeks early in the season versus guys who are higher upside and could emerge later in the year. I love to pick some veterans who are locked in as the RB1 to start the year. I'm talking about the J.K. Dobbins or the Javonte Williamses, but maybe they'll fall off as the year goes on, and then balance those with their backups, the rookies who could be league winners by the end of the season. And the third and final rule is to know your league. Know your league settings. This is so underrated, guys. In a lot of leagues, this means not even rostering a backup quarterback, tight end, definitely not a kicker or defense. Because usually the guys you would have as backups at these positions are just available at waivers. It's not really worth even storing them. I'd rather have a high upside running back or wide receiver. While all your league mates will be hedging their bets with these safe backups, you'll be the guy who has 3 or 4 guys emerge and everyone's clamoring to make a trade with you by midseason because you have so much depth at RB and wide receiver. We talked about this before, but always know who you would cut on your team on the drop of a dime, okay? People get way too attached to their roster, and you need to know who's the first guy to go in case an urgent pickup emerges. Hope this video is helpful, guys. Go to my site, fansports.com, if you want to see my rest of season player rankings. I'm working on other really cool features. If you guys have any requests too, my goal is to build the best fantasy football rankings on the internet. I'm being fully accountable. You can see what my initial rank was in the season and the actual rank. Some of them have been really good hits so far. Some of them not so much. I really slept on Justin Herbert. But let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the next one. Stay learning. Peace.